SAMANTSES.
It's the semantics.
You'll find crochet tutorials.
It's the semantics.
For your favorite superheroes.
It's the semantics.
We'll make your awesome card home decor.
It's the semantics.
American English doesn't have to be a bore.
It's the semantics.
With semantics, antics, and more.
It's the semantics.
Hi guys, it's Samantha Goodheart with thesemantics.com and thesemantics.etsy.com. Today I'm going to be talking about the Loops and Threads Charisma yarn, which can be found at Michael's stores. Now, the first thing that I would like to say about this yarn is that I absolutely adore it. It is so soft, and the color changes are just so very nice. Now, the Charisma yarn actually comes in little baby skeins and big skeins. So this is called Charisma Big, and this is just Charisma. This one has 109 yards, and this has 273 yards. Now, I actually made a couple of scooties with them, and for this one, I think I used 5 of the little skeins because I couldn't find the big ones. And then for this one, I used 2 of the big ones, and like, even using the little skeins and having to use 5 of them, it still works out with the same color changes. And I actually couldn't find the same dye lot, but you can barely tell because of how, like, kind of faded it is and whatnot. But this one is called Mulberry Bush, and it is my favorite of the Charisma yarns. This one, I have no idea what it is called because I bought it a few years ago, and as they often do, they discontinued it. I think it's not Deep Woods, which is a Charisma color. I think it has like a bright or brighter green and maybe yellow or something. But it was something like Woods or whatever. There's also Forest, which is just green. But yeah, so if you want to buy this scarf, you absolutely can, but if you want to buy the yarn itself, good luck. I mean, for this color, because it's discontinued, so it'll probably be expensive and online somewhere on eBay or something. This one is Holiday, and it has some cranberry and a light green, dark green, that kind of thing. This one is Twilight. It has some blues, and it looks like a very light purpley color in there. I haven't used this one yet. This is actually a new one. New for me, at least. And yeah, the recommended crochet hook size is an 8. I actually used a 5 for this, and you can see it's kind of tight, but it's still very soft, and I really like it. And for all of you knitters out there, I did not forget about you. They recommend a 9mm or US 13 if you would like a 4x4 inch square, and that'll give you 11 stitches. And once again, 8mm for crochet. Oh, I'm sorry for you people who use letters. L11. So yeah, it's very nice, and I mean, I just use double crochet for this, so you don't need to loosen or tighten your stitches. It just works out so perfectly, and one good thing about the color changes is that the next color has some of the previous color in it. So like this cranberry, there's some in the green, so that when you're actually changing colors, you can't really tell, and it kind of just fades in there. But yeah, so if you would like the scarf, it's in my Etsy shop. The pattern is also in my Etsy shop. And if you have any questions about it, you can always let me know. Now, continuing with the actual yarn, one thing that I've found, especially with like store brand yarns, is that, and by that I mean like, you know, Michael's has loops and threads, that kind of thing. They often have knots in them. And this one, I have used so many skeins, and I have yet to find a knot. It just flows perfectly, and again, the dye lots don't really matter with this specific yarn, and they often do, but with the Charisma, it doesn't even matter. Another thing that I've noticed is that when you've unraveled your yarn, and I know often when you unravel yarn and you try to use it again, it feels weird, like you've rubbed it on some sandpaper or something and it's just gotten very thin. But this one, it still feels the same when you're crocheting with it, which is very nice. And by the way, it is a 5 weight, so it's bulky. But yeah, I used a 5mm crochet hook. It's very, very nice. And I'm pretty sure that's it. I just really like that yarn and I would highly recommend it. And I actually do when I'm in craft stores, or rather Michael's, because that's where it's sold. But I'm one of those nosy yarn people in craft stores, so if I see somebody buy yarn, I'll look near them. And then especially if like they look befuddled or like confused or whatever, and they're putting yarn back and like picking it up, putting it back, picking it up, putting it back, I'll walk over and be like, what are you making? Or, you know, what are you trying to make? And usually people will ask for a recommendation for yarn. And most of the time, this is what I tell them, because I just love this yarn so much. It works out so well, and you don't have to do that whole trial and error thing. It just works. Like, even when you make your first slip knot or whatever you would, you don't need to measure how much of a tail you have at the beginning, because it just keeps going for you. And it's very nice. I would highly recommend this yarn. And that is all. So thank you very much for watching. I hope that you come back for more yarn reviews. And if you would like me to review any yarn, let me know and I'll see if I can find it. And please like, share, subscribe, all that fun stuff. Please also visit my Etsy shop. I have a bunch of fun crochet things like shirts that I've made. This one says, if I yell it's too big, I can't get it in, or the hole is too small, don't worry, I'm only crocheting. That's right, I have some of those. And yeah, I would really appreciate it. That's how I get money for these videos and things. So again, thank you very much for watching. I hope that you go and buy this yarn right now. Or, you know, when the store is open, if it's not open now, because right now it's not open by me. It's like 2 in the morning. But yeah, I hope that you go and buy this yarn and use it and love it and then recommend it to everybody. And then so many people buy it that it's discontinued. Yeah, don't do that. Don't go too crazy, because then I'll be pissed. But yeah, very nice yarn. Highly recommend. Go get some. And as always, thanks for watching, and until next time, take care.